Hello everyone, welcome to Elliott Wave Forecast.com YouTube channel. This is Henry and today is March the 6th and we are looking at XLI. Here is the industrial stock ETF, right? It has the component of the industrial stocks here. So we can see right here we had so far a 3-ish pullback so far. It has reached the inflection area, right? The 100% extension to 161.8%, and as long as we don't break below this lower end here, we could potentially start to rally, at least in 3 waves, if not going to new high, then at least in 3 waves. Okay, now in the very short term, I cannot rule out the possibility of a marginal low like this, but that still can be counted as a C of 4 if we do make a marginal low from where we are. But the idea here is that as long as we don't break below this 166, then potentially we could see 3-ish rally at least. If it goes to 166, then this entire move down becomes the third leg is going to be extended, and then it can become 1, 2, 3, and then 4 and a 5. Now I know typically when you hear about the news, war, things like that, you're going to be interpreting it in your own worldview, right? So typically people think it's bearish for war, but sometimes it doesn't really pan out according to what you think. Sometimes war actually can be bullish from the stocks, so you have to be careful here. Now, if we just purely follow the technical, I will look at the weekly time frame, guys, and we'll show you what we have. So let's see here. So I'm zooming out all the way. Let me go to the log scale, right? I think log scale is a better sort of way to look at it from if we're looking at the long-term chart. Now we can clearly see if I use the log scale, right? This is the major low in 2009, and then this is the biggest pullback since 2009 in log scale. So I would say this is your 1-2 of some kind, right? This is your 1-2 of some kind. And then now it depends on how you interpret the move up. If you take a look here, I mean the RSI is pretty strong, the subsequent rally. So this is not 3, 4, 5 or of any kind. So in other words, we're not going to be ending the cycle from 2009 again. This 2009 cycle has been corrected during this pullback here, which looks like a small pullback in log scale, but actually that's from 87 to 46. It's almost like a 50% correction here. Okay, and then we rally again. So think of it as something like this is your 1 and 2. So now the question is, how do we interpret the latest move here? Now you can say, well, okay, if we start from this low, which is 2020, so April 2020 will be our starting point there. Okay, then what we got here, if we try to make sense of it, is, well, there are a couple of different ways to make sense of it. First of all, right? So you can call this, okay, well, this is another 1, 2, and maybe this is 3, 4, right? This is 5, or it could be 1, 2, 1, 2, right? Or it could be 1, 2, and this entire thing is a 3. So there are a couple of different ways to interpret, right? But what I want to sort of focus at is actually the last rally. So the last significant low here, arguably, is this one, which is April 2025. This is the last significant low here. Now, if we take a look at it from April 2025, now you can see the rally so far, it sort of looks like a 3 waves, right? It's not looking like a completed 5 waves. So if I have to count the number of swing, this looks to me like a 1, 2, and this is your 3, right? And that's exactly where we are, 3 in blue. So think of it like this. This is 3 in blue, this is 1, and this is a 2. So if we just purely look at the structure, it sort of gives the impression that we could still see at least one more leg up to finish a 5 waves, and that's why we are still calling it this way. We're still calling another leg up, and then the higher time frame seems to be suggesting the same thing. that this move up from April 2025 low, which is the last significant low we got, is currently looking like only a 3 waves. Now we don't have a divergence between 3 and 1 here, as you can see on the weekly RSI, again supporting the idea we are not in some kind of wave 5 yet. So that means I think we cannot rule out possibility of another leg up to finish with 5. Now, however, though, having said that, I think we still could be doing a double. That's still within the realm of possibility, doing a double, for example. But the double doesn't necessarily mean we already, get ready to be, bearish or anything like that, right? A double simply means, well, we can rally, fail, and go down again, and that will be your wave 4. I mean, if you look at it from the weekly, that is still very reasonable. Even if it does a double, it's not the end of the world. It's still very reasonable correction from April last year, right? It's simply just a correction against the the November last year, right? So we'll take a look at the retracement now. We have reached the 23.6, but I think for a wave 4, I think it's not really. We could be doing like this and another leg down, and then go to 38.2, for example, and still can be considered as a wave 4 before one more leg up. But the idea here, guys, is from the last significant low, it looks like so far, it looks only like a 3 waves, and since we are in a bullish market and we make new high, and we don't generally we don't end a bullish market in 3 waves, then I think it is quite reasonable to expect one more leg up is a possibility that cannot be completely ruled out, right? Now, what if we indeed get a bigger pullback, right? If we do indeed do a bigger pullback, then we have to force the count to call it completed. Maybe we put 3, 4 here, and we put 5 here, but then it's not really looking great, because then the 3 and the 4 is so small relative to the 1 and the 2, and so on, right? So if, let's say, okay, if we really get a big sell-off, then we have to force it completed. But if we don't force anything, what looks to be a more natural count is this way, and this is just the 3 and the 4, and then therefore we still have a chance to go up another leg, right? So I think shorter cycle 166.3 is the key. As long as we hold above there, a chance to either extend one more leg up or at least a 3ish rally. Okay, so that's the update for today, guys. XLI is covered under group 3 in our service. If you want to get more updates on ETF, indices, stocks, and so on, do feel free to check our service. We have 14 days trial, and you can use the link in the description of the video. See you all again next time, and have a nice day, everyone.